They might be giants on Videowave. We are at CB's 313 Gallery. We're going to show you some artwork in a minute. That's what that telephone's all about. We like to try to stay away from phones because you're supposed to watch videos. I'm going to have a chance to speak to TVT recording artist Rise Robots Rise. The first one from Label Mates. A really pretty title on this one. It's called Minarets and Memories. You must watch.
And speed.
For Videowave, I'm Bonnie. We're here at Fibre Studios with Ben and Joe from Rise Robots Rise. Thanks for talking to us on Videowave tonight. We got to start off after reading lots and lots of press, which is very glowing for you all. Let's talk about the name Rise Robots Rise because it seems to have a lot to do with your essence, if I may. Talk about that.
Yeah, Rise Robots Rise.
What does it mean? Where
It
did you
means
get
many things to us. That's why we chose it, because it could mean, it could be applied to humans, it could be applied to technology, you could do a lot of things. It's ambiguous. We like that.
There's good 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 possible distinct interpretations of the name.
Let's start with number 4.
Okay, I mean, we don't really like to get too into any of them because to us, that's the best part about it. It sounds good. And you can really work with it if you want. I mean, we could spew about that
All right, but I
if we
think
want
there's
to, but
something more that needs to be said.
at its basis level, it's just an observation. I mean, technology is altering the course of history as we know it. So in a nutshell, that's what it is. There's no moral judgments, nothing. Humans are not dying out necessarily. Robots are not taking over. We don't really know what's going on, but technology is coming on strong. So it's just sort of an observation of that at its most fundamental level.
How does that apply to your music? I want to ask about a contradiction that I'm seeing because I think when you hear the video, you'll hear a lot of what is being referred to as a techno-tribal sound, and that is definitely a contradiction there because tribal is, you know, the most basic of all music.
You're right. That's what's so interesting about it. We're living in this time period. We're all alive now where we're crossing the path. Technology has happened so fast and it grows at such a rate that it is, you know, tribal beliefs, tribal music, tribal base human instincts are still around. So we're in a transitory period. So you can have techno-tribal music just in this time. I mean, technology may take us on a course where we lose all that.
Where music is no longer considered necessary. Who knows?
You know, just that's you're exactly right. It's a contradiction. We're living in a transitory time, and that does reflect what comes out of us.
I don't think technology isn't tribal. I think technology in some ways is very tribal. It's like shapes, you know, and it has to do with geometrics and something organic about technology at points, it seems to me.
But what about the automation? I mean, because I think that's something, from what I've read and what I'm understanding in your music, you're calling us on that. I mean, the TV generation.
Oh, definitely. That's sort of the flip
that we're all
side.
becoming.
But we're not apart from it. We're just reflecting. We watch television all the time.
Created by it. Our psyches were created.
That's where a lot of our lyrics come from. It's just from watching television. We are zombies. We're all zombies, and yet we're aware that we're zombies. So it's this unusual.
It's just like we're animals, but we're aware of it.
Yeah, exactly.
How does making a video to complement this song, how do you feel this factors in with what we're talking about here? I mean,
video is new to us. It's cool. We
tried to take the things that we just talked about and put them in the video as much as we could. I mean, we worked a little bit with the directors who worked on it to come up with a basic thing that had a lot of these ideas. I mean, that song itself has some of these ideas about robots and about human reaction to technology that is in that song. So we tried to bring that out as much as we could, not being the directors of it, or the writers for that matter. I mean, so it came out what it is, which is, you know,
sort of a fun video.
A fun video of a big band playing a song.
A very big band.
And a lot of fast cuts.
12 members. Is that right?
11 was the actual number, I believe, that played on that stage at the Limelight.
We've done one show. This is sort of a well-kept secret about Rise. The music for our album was really created by us mostly, and then after we finished that, we put together a live band. And that band only played once in November at the CMJ conference.
We'll be playing again soon.
Now we're putting it together again, if you will. That band sort of disbanded for 6 months. So now I think there's going to be less people. There were 11 people then. Now there may be 8 or 9. It's going to be smaller, stripped down, less expensive,
Also
more
for
ergonomic.
For performance or just for recording?
No,
No, only
we're talking about
performance at this point.
Realistically,
we wanna
for
get-
that world tour.
Yeah, we want to go on the road. That's basically our plan.
Definitely, we want to get out of New York.
Wanna
We've been in the
Right.
studio for a couple of years now working.
Yeah, it's
Right,
time to get
now
on
it's
stage
time
and
to
get
go
that
out
sort
and-
of.
Although a very beautiful studio we do have here.
Yeah, and it's a nice thing. We'll always
thank
have our home to come back to.
And we'll be returning to Fibre Studios with Rise Robot Rise after we take a look at their video, Talk is Cheap, on Videowave. You just saw a video called Talk is Cheap from Rise Robots Rise. We're here with Joe and with Ben. We are in the sports complex of their very own Fibre Studios. And the score is...
Well, let's see.
We lost count.
Come on, tell truth.
All right,
My serve.
Tell the truth. Nice hit. So you guys, I mean, you've got these beautiful facilities here to
Yes.
inspire your music making.
Oh yeah,
And to
we're
release
getting a lot
tension.
done. We're getting a lot done right now.
Exactly. I just wanted
We
to
have
ask,
our-
what's it
our,
like recording
Our
in your,
Android's working while we
Yeah,
talk.
our androids are in there writing a song for us.
hence the name? And they
What's the
won.
score now?
6-9.
6-9. Okay, we take this really seriously, so.
So, so keep those questions coming.
Yes, please.
Exactly.
And, you go and play.
So Ben, what are your main responsibilities to your band, Rise Robots Rise?
To be the complete and utter creative control of the entire project, basically.
We emphasize
Both
control.
song and music at all times.
We emphasize control when we say that.
No, I'm my responsibilities is to make sure that this baby flies.
How long has it been flying at this point?
It hasn't really gotten off the ground as far as we're concerned, but
But
it's in the process. The band is about a year and a half, almost 2 years old, I'd say, since its original conception. Sorry.
And Joe, what about you?
What are my responsibilities?
What
to the
do
band?
you do? What do you do?
What do I do
Yes.
within the context of the band? Well, I tend to play in the studio all the fretted instruments, being like the bass and the guitar and the lute.
The lute.
And I also do a lot of singing in the studio. But in the live band, I'm mostly just a guitar player and
Lead vocalist.
expatiator. We have a lot of singers in the live band, about 4, 5, 6 possibly.
As was witnessed in your video,
As
certainly.
is witnessed, hit the ball. So, you know, we try to divide up the duties more when we play live. That's the reason we got so many people. Because we have multi-track here at the studio, so you only need 2 people, really, to have a whole, band.
And quite a band it is. Well, I'm sure everyone, having seen your video and listened and heard all about you, nice try, very close, but just off the shoulder, will be super psyched to hear the record. And I want to ask, what do you think the next song is going to be? What's in...
The next
what's-
single?
Yeah.
Well, you know, Bonnie, that's an interesting question.
What's your...
We're pretty sure, actually, to be honest with you, that it's going to be the song "If I Only Knew" is going to be our next single. Should we be lucky enough to have a next single, but I think we will. So,
Your favorite song on the record?
not our least favorite, I would say.
That's
No?
definitely not our favorite.
No? Whose is it? Yours?
It was the first song we ever wrote. If that
All right,
means anything to anybody. So, you know.
So we should check it out from there. And in the meantime, you've told us you're going to be out on the road at some point?
Well, all these things are sort of conjecture, you know. Our album just got released, so
Hopefully, by the end of the summer, we'd like to be on the road.
yeah, it's sort of a snowball effect. Everything will probably start to happen at once if anything happens. So hopefully we'll be on the road and we'll be on the television and
Sure.
making more music somewhere.
But as we like to say, we heard it here first. And I want to say thanks for having us out.
It was our pleasure. Come to Fibre Studios anytime, and that includes you out there in Videoland.
Dear listeners, Thanking Joe and Ben. I'm Bonnie. Refereeing this game, and who's winning at this point?
I think I am.
All right.
No, wait a
It stands well documented here. We're going to let them finish up here, but thanks a lot.
See ya.
Videowave! Glad you're watching. This is called Videowave's program, and we're on every Saturday night on channel 17, 9:30 and 2:30 a.m. Okay, so watch it. We try to show really cool videos, and if you know of some that you're not seeing here, you can write us about that as well. My name is Bonnie. Thanks again.